Yes, hello, Greg here with Instanet Solutions. I want to thank you for taking the opportunity to review our Designated Realtors Guide to DocBox Broker Compliance Manager, an exciting new tool specifically designed for brokerages. This is the Super Users Setup Guide, the step-by-step document template setup instructions, as well as the agent's perspective and that online transaction flow. So the first part of the Broker Compliance Manager, that office setup for online document management, is an implementation strategy, determining who will be responsible for what, who in the office will be responsible for reviewing documents and participating in the online document management. From account setup, your designated realtor super user account, we first want to add specific document names or types to create placeholder values for online document storage. We'll then create document templates, and we'll use those names and types to identify document placeholders that can be added to the online transaction files. Here are the steps to add a document type to your super user account. Now let's see the click-by-click. The Broker tab, we're working in the Broker tab. This is that super user access. From the dashboard to the left-hand side of the screen, this dashboard, we are going to choose Custom Types. Choosing Custom Types, from that list we'll choose Document. We are creating custom document names and types to identify these placeholders. Top center of the screen, I would like to add document types. Click on the Go arrow. We are going to type that document name into the document type, or paste if you prefer. Signed final listing agreement. Save the document type. Within this list there are system values that all super users and brokerages see, and there's the custom ones they've created for their office. Now that we have added those document names or document placeholders to our super user account, we want to now set up our document templates. First thing when creating a document template is to mark your super user account as either staff or broker to direct email notifications that will be generated by the Broker Compliance Manager. The steps in creating the document template is to add those document names and placeholders, identify who will be responsible reviewers, mark the document as mandatory, and decide whether to automatically attach that document template to a transaction type or allow agents to manually add the template to their new transaction files. So that was the setup process to create the document template. These are the steps to actually mark the super user account and create a document template. What we'll see next are the click-by-click steps to create a document template in your super user account. From the Broker tab, we're going to choose Document Templates, left-hand side of the screen from the dashboard, clicking on Document Templates. Our first step is to activate and designate our super user account. I want to activate it for the broker file review functionality and identify if I am the office staff or the broker, and I want to save those settings. This will determine how email notifications are delivered by the Broker Compliance. I would like to create a new document template. Center of the screen, clicking on the Go arrow, I would like to create a new document template. Our first step is to give this template a name to identify this document template. We'll call it the Single Family Residential Listing Template. Keep it short and sweet here. Determine if you would like this template to be automatically added to new transaction files. When agents start the residential lease transaction type, this document template will be automatically included. When I select both Allow Others to Copy and Automatically Attach. when my agents start a new residential listing transaction type, this document template will be automatically added. Save document template. Now we have the opportunity to add our document placeholders. I would like to add document placeholder. Click on the go arrow. We choose the document names and placeholders, either that we've created for our account, as in the signed final listing agreement, or we can also choose the other content as well. Is this a mandatory document? Who will be the required reviewer? Broker or staff or both? We can add that document placeholder. What other documents would be required through that single family residential listing template? I would like to add document placeholder. Click on the go arrow, go through, select and identify all of the documents that will be required, either mandatory or not, staff or broker. Add the document placeholders to your document template. Once you've added in, we want to scroll and save our template. Bottom right hand corner, save that document template. Manage document templates to ensure broker compliance. Now that we've seen how to generate the content and create the document templates within the super users account, let's continue to move forward and see that agent perspective or office perspective and the transaction flow. How to implement these document templates into the online transaction files to manage that mandatory documentation through the web-based applications. Let's now take a look at that transaction flow, the agent steps of starting a new transaction file, accessing and reviewing the document template, or importing the document template into their new transaction file. The first step is creating that new transaction file, giving that transaction file a name, and choosing the appropriate transaction type. Remember, the document templates can be associated to your different types of transactions to automatically include document templates when those new transaction types are started. Scroll down to the bottom of the page here. We're going to start our transaction file. From our new transaction file, our transaction overview screen, top left hand corner of the dashboard transaction overview screen, we can see the documents and forms, tasks and contacts that have been added into our new transaction file. We're focusing on the document templates. Dashboard on the left hand side, clicking on documents, we can see that document placeholders have been automatically associated to our new transaction file. Our mandatory documents are designated with that M. But not only can the document templates be automatically associated, but agents from the I would like to drop down menu can additionally add documents and document templates to their online transaction files. By clicking on that go arrow, we're going to access our document manager here, document templates. Expanding that, we can see the templates that have been generated for use in the office. We can select and import those selected document templates into our transaction files. Once the transaction file has been created and the document templates added, those mandatory documents established, agents can then upload documents into those transaction files, re-access or work with their existing transaction files, the document section, to upload documents into those placeholder values, using the upload, email, and faxing features to add those signed, ratified contracts and mandatory sale documents to their online transaction files. As the agent receives these documents through the sale process, they can upload documents to these placeholders. Clicking here to upload this document, we can add, fax, or email documents into these placeholders. showcasing the add feature. Clicking on add, listing packet has been included in our upload utility. Clicking on add selected documents to transaction, we're going to upload this signed listing packet into our placeholder value, into our online transaction file. Now that it's here, as the agents upload their documents back into their online transaction files, those mandatory or reviewable documents can be marked ready for review. This step will generate the notification emails. This step will add this document to the broker file report of ready to review mandatory documents. Clicking on the go arrow, documents successfully marked for review. See, now it has the red ready or review bubble. This document requires review. As agents upload or add documents back into their online transaction files and mark those documents ready for review, the transaction flow switches back over to the staff and broker. The email notifications are generated to notify that the documents are now online and ready for review. As that transaction flow switches back over to the office and broker to review those uploaded documents, reporting tools are available. That broker file review report is accessible. It will display all of the documents that have been marked ready for review. To access and review those broker file review reports from the broker tab, working in the broker tab, bottom left side of the dashboard, I'm going to click on reporting. Reporting will show the different reporting functions that we have. From the center column, broker file review report, select or click on that link to see the documents that are online and have been marked ready for review. Accessing the broker file report for this example will show how to access the specific document by clicking on the document name. Signed final listing agreement. Clicking on the document name will open that online document. Will give me the opportunity to review the contents and details of this online document. I can go through and review all of the details, signatures, and content of our online document. Once I have reviewed the document, I can click here, top of the screen, click here to indicate this document is complete and has been reviewed. By clicking on that link, my document has been marked as reviewed, and that document has been removed from our file report. Additionally, through the broker file review report, staff and brokers can access the entire transaction file. Clicking on the transaction file name, we access the transaction overview of the online transaction file. From the dashboard on the left, we click on Documents to access those documents that are online and marked ready for review. By clicking on the document name, it opens that document, provides the opportunity to review that document, and again, clicking the link, click here to indicate this document is complete and has been reviewed. Brings us back to the document. We can see the check marks illustrating that the review has been final and complete. So in final review of our Broker Compliance Manager, in this super user setup guide, we showed how to create super user account content and document templates. We activated that super user account for the broker compliance functionality, and we covered the transaction flow from both agent and the office vantage points. So next steps for the Broker Compliance Manager. You first want to get in there and create the super user content. You want to generate those document names and types and create those document templates. Then introduce the Broker Compliance Manager to office staff and agents, perhaps release to a small group first to test the functionality, then explain the benefits, offer training, and implement for your entire office and agent community. I'd like to thank you again for taking the opportunity to review our Super Users Setup Guide to the Broker Compliance Manager, and remind you that we do offer additional online content at our website, transactiondesk.com/training, 30 to 75-minute overview webinars, both live, nationally broadcast, as well as a library of recorded webinar sessions. We also have YouTube, youtube.com/Instanet webinars for shorter 1 to 6 minute how do I and introduction videos. Finally, our online calendar, tungle.me/webinar-greg, where you can schedule webinar sessions for your office or team. They are free. They can be tailored to your time and content, more interactive, to discuss the implementation strategies to make sure that everyone is getting the highest and best use of their online accounts. Thank you very much, and until we webinar again, I hope you have a tremendous, tremendous day.